Hey, YouTube Gundam here. Welcome back to my progress on my Nidhoggur fleet carrier, or super carrier. This time I'm going to leave the number as CV just to make it a little easier. So, lots of progress. Basically the outside is done. I just need to do what little inside I intend to do, which I'm going to keep that pretty minimalistic for pretty good reasons. But here we can see everything. On the bottom right, that little ship right there is the Defender class frigate. Then the pointy needle is my Thrasher class destroyer. The Defender's not mine. That there is my Naglfar cruiser. And the big one there, which is not mine, is the Daedalus class Valiant battle cruiser. I don't call this thing a super carrier for nothing. So, it's a big boy. This thing. How's this? Yeah, outside's basically done. Inside, I'm going to work on in a bit. It doesn't have that much firepower. 4 heavy battleship guns, 4 medium battleship guns, 4 cruiser guns, and 44 quad bovers and only 99 Gatling guns. 99 sounds like a lot, but it was 160 until I started removing a bunch. So 99 is not terrible. So yeah, I did changes to the bridge here. Gave it a small landing bay. Oh, I didn't put in the connector. Small landing bay, gave it a whole bunch of sensors all over the place here on the bridge. And there's a secondary sensor array way over here that's split up into 3 sections here. I've conveyored everything up outside or inside the ship. Critically is these guns here, which have the big guns and the small big guns, as you can see. Remember, this big gun here, this huge triple gun, is the main armament of the battle cruiser down there. And then the secondary armament and my primary for my cruiser are those other guns there. The medium guns are in the back. So the small and large big guns up here, and the mediums are back there. I've piped it up via this. Yeah. Now, currently I have it turned off, but I'll turn on just a minute. Oh, I forgot to do the detailing around this. And I forgot that, because of course I forget stuff. I'll turn on in a minute, but yeah, so this is the reversing engines. 2 monster Titan engines on either side, and 4 ion engines either side. The side firing engines is a Titan engine, 3 ion engines on either side. If you want to go up, a Titan engine and 4 ion engines. If you want to go down, it's the exact same thing. And then if you want to reverse, you have these additional 4. So there's those 4 plus these 4 way back here, and those 2 Titan engines on either side of the ship. So it's actually double that. 8 heavy, it's 4 and 4, then 4 and 4. So 8 in the front and 8 in the back, reverse firing ion engines, and 4 in the front, Titan engines to try and stop the ship when you fire the mains. Which is all this. 8 Titan engines and 8 ion engines. Yay! Weaponry that was added to guard the rear is this handful of small weapons. The main reactors are located up there, and hydrogen is located there as well, which is guarded by this small array of weapons. A small array of weapons here by the medium gun. It's not a lot. Mostly it's Gatling guns. There is a Boffer, but it's not much. Guarding this connector back here is a single Gatling gun, one on either side. There's this other connector, but it's so close to this, it's fine. Then, yeah, there's not there. This vast array of weapons, which is, though copied, it's kind of mirrored inside, which makes sense. This large array of Bofers and Gatling guns ever, plus the big and small gun there. Then guarding the hangars, a Bofer and some Gatlings, a lot of Gatlings actually, which also guards the entire top of the ship. The sensors don't have any protection near them. Then just a whole bunch of Gatlings way back here. The shield generator, which, given its location, that's not a bad idea. And there's all these guns guarding the bridge. There's 4 Bofors, 4 Gatlings on either side, and then another 2 in the back, but nothing on the front. Shooter hangers there. So, yeah, it's, Now, I did add in these heat exhausts, and if I'm not mistaken, when I turn on the ship by pressing this, there we go. Yep, they're at full power. 90% power consumption. The ship currently weighs 64.5 million kilograms. The ship has over 400 million shields. And it is a thing of beauty when it goes forward. I just want to show its size compared to every other ship that's here. But first, I'm going to wait for the shields to recharge, which takes a minute if they were off. There are 2 jump drives currently. There's one over there and one up there somewhere. While that charges, I'll go down here first. There's this massive abatement for the RWI Pathfinder, which I forgot to put the exact position of the landing gear. I'll do that later. Then there is the main hangar, which holds 8 fighters in the back here. There are 16 fighters to be held in the front and the back here, and an additional 8 or 16. Yeah, 16. And then so it's 16 in the front, 16 in the back, 8 in the middle, and then 8 on the sides. Same with those. This doesn't have any side ones. Nor does it have connectors. I forgot to put in those. Well, like I said, the inside is next. I can remember it. I got to do a little bit more on the outside of the ship. Blah. So, yes. So, it has this massive throughput hangar to hold a total of 40 fighter craft. But there are these side hangars, which I need to put in doors as well. I don't have any doors at all. A couple spotlights to help. The shields are done recharging, but before we can get to that, all the way over to here, that's going to be a flight command bridge of sorts, right below the exit to this. This is the dropship hangar, which will hold 6 Valkyrie dropships. If you recall, my light cruiser, the Naglfar, holds 2 of these dropships and a total of 4 fighters. So this is holding 40 fighters and 6 dropships, plus that Pathfinder transport, which is a big boy. It needs all this room to be able to come out in order to launch. So, yeah. I should put an RWI on the bottom. Now, I want to see the forward thrust. Are you ready? Ready, hit it. 50 meters a second. 100. That's all it takes for it to go to 100 meters a second, but it's slowing down as best as it can, and it's not quite there yet. I need to put in the beacon somewhere. There, it stopped. Okay, that's reverse. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 100. Doesn't that look beautiful? Yeah, it's a super carrier, and well, it definitely has the size. Again, this is based upon the EVE Online Naglfar, that's the cruiser. This is based on the EVE Online Nidhoggur carrier, if that wasn't obvious. So yeah. It really doesn't have that many guns. Defensive guns there, defensive guns and some heavy guns there, defensive spread around the whole engine bay. Then this massive cluster there and a tiny bit there and there. That's it. There's really not that many. There's just 4 clusters of guns, and one of them is even somewhat spread out. That's not, but that's where the big guns are. So anyways, of course, going to focus on that, but basically, if you want to shoot this thing, just don't aim for the gigantic panel that you see, and you'll be all right. Yeah, I have not actually finished the outside of the ship. I'm pretty close, and I decided I want to do an update video. My bad. Meh. Look at that. So, yes. It's a-coming. It just takes a while for something this monster. compared to the everything else that's there. I mean, look at that. Can you imagine that coming at you, this whole fleet, or if they had a lot more escorts? So, yeah. It's amazing how flat this battle cruiser is. Anyway, I have to say that once I'm done with this, the one thing that I've not built in a long time is a large transport craft or cargo ship. I need something for personnel and vehicles and something else for basic cargo. I haven't made an actual large block one since 2016. I looked it up. I forget what it's called. But yeah, 2016 was my last large block cargo ship. And as good experts say, amateurs think on strategy and tactics, professionals think on logistics. Wars are won or lost based on logistics. I have started a couple of cargo ships, but I have not finished one. So I'm going to make something small, but I'm going to do two. I'm going to try and make them a little unique, I guess, but we'll see what happens. So yeah. Thank you for your time. Let me get my seat here and look at this final thing. This is it current. Do bear in mind that this is not going to be done anytime soon, so that will increase. That's just what we got right now. So yeah. Thank you. See ya.